I wasn't sure if Warlock was going to have a class quest, because Paladin didn't. During the season where they gave us Paladin, everybody got to play that Paladin-related quest. And we got her till... She's at level 28 now. She has been able to plug in her oaths. There has been no quest. But Warlock, at level 15, gets a class quest. Her class ability page popped up at level 15, and it is called Soul Shards. And you select a shard as your passive skill. You can change it at any time. And this clearly marks... Let's take this off. I can't zoom in on her. We're gonna go to the in-room so I can show you on the character creator page. They have these shards in their head, and clearly your class talent is what kind of shards do you pick. In order to show you, we need to remove her hair entirely. So these match. She has similar ones in her arm that show depending on your armor, and some of the armor develops the shoulder crystals more. But every every warlock gets this face pattern, these crystals embedded in your head. That's why I went with this hairstyle, because it is the only hairstyle that gives her bangs. So I'm guessing that the class quest, I don't know if it'll change the appearance of them, because again, this is my first time doing Warlock, but I'm enjoying it so far. But the fact that, like, they clearly show the skull, and that the crystals go down to the bone, that's embedded in your brain. Like, that is shattered your brain pan. This one in particular looks like it might kill you, so I'm guessing the crystal is also sustaining you at this point. So the Legion Shard, Vanguard sounds like a tank. Legion sounds like pack of demons. Mastermind, you might control something. Ritualist. Let's go find out. So the class quest is called Disciple of the Forbidden, and we're going to travel to the Wayward Plains. The Warlock Hattar has summoned me to the Wayward Plains, hinting at a hidden way to bind more demons to my will. That's right outside of Kedbar, which is, not ironically, the town we started in. And so since last stream, I have been playing with different details. I'm going for a physical damage spec. So it is the Hellion Sting, the succubus tail I had is now let me wave my hand and just a row of spikes erupts from the ground. Dreadclaw's got an expansion. I can summon 2 different kinds of demons. My ultimate is a giant demon. The Nether Step, which is my gap closer, is not physical damage, but literally everything else is. I'm still figuring out how to use Sigil of Summons effectively. Because the thing I wanted to do was what I called the Masochist Special. I would just sacrifice my own health. I only have 4 health potions, though. So we're gonna take our time and figure out how to build up my Fortify so I can go back to that. But for now, let's look for this man. We're going on foot and murdering things as we go, so I don't accidentally pull a whole pack of people. So there's a nook here, and there's a nook here, and there's a little space here. So we're gonna go here, and then clockwise it. Oh, never mind, I didn't have to. I just had to leave town. I'm used to them not showing us... His goat. He's a dead man. Sir? He's glowing. Okay. And you go, tell me, why did you murder that person?
Those like us have but one rule. Never succumb to the demands of another. Demons are ours to command. right, Warlock? It's no mistake you witnessed this fool's demise. I sought you out because I desire a student in the black arts, but so few are worthy of my gifts. If you would be my disciple, seek out my sanctum, and I will unveil much more. Come, Valloch. Let us be on our way.
Well, if he named his goat, it's not a sacrifice. Are we the sacrifice? Travel to the Heretic's Sanctum. Alright, we're gonna go on horseback up to about here, and then we're gonna dismount and murder everything we pull, and then we'll walk into this man's house so we don't drag 11 million mobs with us. It's rude to get blood on someone else's carpet, right? Especially in Sanctuary. I'm sure there's like Acre and all sorts of other stuff you can't get out with Bleach. Doorway is cleared. See, I would have thought this is it. Of course, right next to Lilith's statue. I have found every Lilith statue in the game. There was an achievement for that at the time, and I was very happy to do it. Tiger says, oh, why spiders? The spiders are gone. I hope. I think all the spiders are gone.
You accept my invitation. Good. These cultists, you see, serve me in my pursuit of forbidden knowledge, but they do so at their own peril.
Can't tell where he's talking to me from. Also, this is the same space Belial was using, I think. This feels very much like Belial's original sanctum. There's a bound hate priest. Thank you, Subo, for pointing this out to me. Are you the sacrifice? Nope. Slay the bound hate priest. But yeah, this is our new friend. That's the level 19 ultimate. Fiend of Abaddon. I can pull him out every minute or so.
It is well that you have bloodied your hands in these halls. It only reaffirms our bond as kindred. We suffer not the demonic.
I think I am genuinely thrown off by the fact that he's got a goat just hanging out with him. It's so calm. I'm not used to goats being this chill. Hattar, why have you invited me to this place?
I knew you could not resist my offer. I've watched you, observed you from the shadows. Your power over the dark arts is notable. But are you willing to be truly great? Come now. I would not ask you to break our edict. Demons must always remain our slaves, never become our masters. What I offer is the knowledge to bind demons like the ones you see before you. My will alone sustains them. I've sparked your interest, I see. Go, take the binding stone, and we shall begin. Excellent. You appear to be ready. The demon Ae'grom can be found in the Dindai Flats. The demon Laalish lingers near the Blistered Barrens. And the demon Abodian resides in the Forsaken Ascent. The lairs of each are hidden, but the path you travel is ancient. The way will be revealed to you.
Well, this is already looking like it might have a little bit more detail than some of the other class quests. I'm surprised I can't talk to him a second time, though. I would like to look at these demons. This one has too many tails and a very large mouth. I think it's a worm of some kind. This one is distinctly a quadruped, but different than the ones we've usually summoned. It's got a head kind of like if you mixed a goat and a dog. It's got very pronounced horns, but more of a canid muzzle. Wonky Scorpion Slug Friend. I would say it should have two heads, but it's also clearly almost cut in half. Like through the shoulder, and like we're seeing the inside of its ribcage from this angle. I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to look like. Alright, so let's go search for the demon Ae'grom in the brackish pans. I'm walking back in case there's anything I can touch. And there is not. Oh, we could pick any of them, actually. So we're going to read them off. The Insatiable Hunter. Search for the demon Laalish in the Blistered Barrens. Can be found somewhere in the Blistered Barrens. I shall find this fiend and bind it to my will. Okay, so there's no flavor text. Fang and Flame is Abodian. Belly of the Beast is Ae'grom. And they're all in the Dry Steppes. Just different parts of the Dry Steppes. So, what we'll do... Fang and Flame will pick up first, because Fate's Retreat's right here. You ask Hattar, what must I do?
The Hellhound resides in a place most cannot reach, beyond a portal, bathed in fire. To pass through requires a suitable offering be made in exchange for protection from the flames. A fiend of pure malice stalks the Forsaken Ascent. Slay the beast and rip out its heart for your offering.
Well, accessing hell does require equivalent exchange. We know that. So the Tantrum is my repeatable summon, and the big guy is my ultimate. I do love that. Sadie says they poured chemicals on him to get the pink fire. I find that delightful. I have some fireplay friends who could probably tell me what skin-safe chemicals you could use.
Well done. I opened the way. Burn the heart in the infernal flames to ward your flesh. Then you may yet bind the hellhound.
Bind the lair gates. So he says he's pouring girly pop into hell. I'm sure the succubi appreciate it. Sounds like he's swearing at me right before he disappears, and he probably is. I don't know how consensual this contract is. But he says, Abodian's lair can only be opened by the fruity. I actually interpret the Warlocks and the Necromancers to both be pansexual, just wildly different flavors of it. Like, by the time you're busy controlling the dead and demons, you got no time to really be picky. I also assume that the Necromancers might have a little bit of need for sensation play because they probably can't feel very much anymore. Yay, fortify. Putting all the points into our ultimate. Big Fish Stream says, depending on the bone to muscle ratio, I assume it's a range of too much or too little feeling. That's true, because if you tattoo someone on a bony area, you feel it, right? Sadie says, now he fully consented. He's just annoyed because he's on his period and he's craving Culvers. The only one in town is closed because of an accident. He's trying not to be mad because they logically can't stay open, but he's tired and hungry. I love that. He and Dariel need to have girls' night. Big Fish Stream says, you sure do. So my first tattoo is on my ankle, and I did not know about that until they got to the part of the dragon's wing that's literally on my shin bone. I was 18 and making my first grown-up decision, and I do not regret it. I'm just very glad that the tattoo artist was big enough to just plant his elbow in my knee, and I stopped moving. Baby's first tattoo. I did a lot of research. I've had people ask why I don't touch it up, but it's also, you know, this is a tattoo I got literally 20 years ago. No. 25 years ago. Sunny says, yes, I'm beaming the transmask beam onto the demon. I think that's completely valid. We've done it in Warcraft. Diablo's not exempt. First shots just to make sure I've lined it up right so I don't waste my dread claws. You can't back away faster than my claws can chase you, man. Oh, so my gap closer, I keep calling it Pink Shark because I literally go under the earth and it feels like a shark trail. And I love that. Make a friend. Armored? Neat. So we're getting unique demon models too, and I've been loving their designs. Slutty says, this is making me consider getting the game so I can make my character Darby, Demon Barbie, and then make her entire outfit pink. They have some really pretty dye channels in the game. This character's outfit isn't pink per se, but it's got like some natural purple to it. After this, remind me when we're back in town, we will have to go take a look and see what the dye options are. I don't know if there's a proper pink. There's a very bright red that I think could be pink in the right light, depending on what you're wearing. chaos, a cacophony of pink. Just neon as far as the eye can see. Also, I love that my rampagers, the punchy ones, fall backwards so they look like they're throwing a literal tantrum before they get yanked down to hell. Whereas the Fiend of Abaddon just reaches up like someone's grabbed his ankle and is pulling him to bed. Sunny says, imagine you pass me and you just get blinded by bubblegum pink. I love that. Big Fish Stream says, I do a lot of things to get more dyes in this game. I agree. A proper black. The gray is almost white. So on some outfits, if I want an all-white look, I just use the gray. But, like, I would do so much for a proper black. So he says, I need a bubblegum pink color so I can make Demon Master Barbie. They don't have black? Girl, it's Diablo. How the fuck? Given that it's also a place where, like, nobody has money, I assume that, like, a true purple, a black would be very expensive to make. Nope, nobody's putting that kind of effort into anything outside of the church. And the church is all gold and white. The best white you get in the game is paired with blue. There's a color called marine blue. And that's like the cleanest white you get is when you put that outfit on, that color combination on an outfit. So my Frost Sorcerer was rocking that color combo for a minute. We're gonna finish killing things for experience. And for warning. And I think that's everybody. And we have found the lair gates. Sunny says, like, yeah, logically, but also it's Diablo. Be edgy, right? Again, I would do so much for a true black or a true red, like a dark red. The red in this game is too bright. Alright, let's go say hi to our first pet. Sonny says, how is XX Master Explosion Death gonna have his fun? I looked at that handle, and the first thing I thought was My Hero Academia and Bakugo's first hero name. Alright, find the lair gates, sacrifice the tribute. Enter the lair. I assume this is going to be Hellfire heavy because we're physically on fire. Oh, the goat! The goat's to be sacrificed? No! What was the goat's name again? Hang on, I gotta find the goat's name. I gotta respect the goat. Valloch. The goat's name's Valloch. They gave us a named friend, and now we gotta sacrifice him to summon the thing. Okay, that's fine. Sacrificial dagger. Familiar of Hattar. Slaughter Valloch. My only concern is if this is not a straight up fight, if it's a puzzle. No, it is a fight because the chains are ensuing. I think we did it. Did we do it? Altar of Demonic Binding. Hidden by my bestie. That's okay. I don't mind that my giant demon friend. So we just unlocked the Vanguard Shard. Okay. So clearly the red means this is a Hellfire trait. So if I was doing Destruction Warlock Warcraft parallel, Vanguard, while in demon form, casting Archfiend skills additionally summons the Archfiend demon. Your Rampage summons a brute for 10 seconds that follows you, swiping at enemies. Infernal Breath summons a demonic head for 10 seconds that orbits you, spewing flames. Tyrant's Grasp summons 2 additional demon hands. So Tyrant's Grasp is like a giant hand just sweeps people out from in front of you. Now there's 3 hands. Profane Sentinel summons an additional eye for 10 seconds that follows you, blasting enemies. Okay. Grants the summon Abodian skill. Do I need to give up one of my skills? I like my skills. That's fine. We're not doing demon form. It's not a physical damage. Alright, so that's one. I'm still sad we lost the goat. Alright, so the next one is gonna be close to the hidden overlook. Okay, so we are looking for our friend. Search for the demon Laalish, the Insatiable Hunter.
Oh. The lair is barred by a powerful sigil, one nullified only by blood. As promised, I provide you a way forward.
Oh, are all of his people gonna kill themselves? No, we're gonna kill his people. Mother's chosen, so they're Triune. Interesting. I did not realize that the people with him were Triune. So, the Triune in the game were followers of Lilith, and then some of them split off because they followed Mephisto instead, which is why they differentiate between the Mother's disciples and Triune disciples now. And then in Season 5, we saw more about the Triune split, where the question was basically pitched to us, was Lilith right? And the answer was, unfortunately, actually yes. It was fascinating to get to that 4 seasons in. I started in Season 2. Alright. Hattar does not have an extra goat, but I think this was the blood that we sacrificed. What must be done now?
In the chambers beyond, Laalish has enslaved those like us. Now nothing remains but a fleshy husk. Slaying these sorcerers will grant you access to the deepest recesses of the halls. Beware. Conventional attempts to fight the demon will fail. To succeed, you must weaponize the demon's name against the possessed sorcerer trapped in the final chamber. The binding can only occur after the host has been destroyed. A fleeting opportunity for you.
Alright, so we still gotta fight the host. But we gotta pay attention, because we can't fight the demon itself. Slay all the sorcerer husks. There's a lot of area corruption. I'll come in here. I don't trust you to let me in the door. I giggle every time they time out and they literally just throw themselves on the floor like a child having a tantrum, but they're like 9 feet tall and heavily muscled, so maybe a bodybuilder having a tantrum. Poke your heads out. Thank you. See why I gave up the masochist special. If I can't see what I'm doing, I'm not doing it on 20% health. So when I was first playing Necromancer, chat got to see me giggle a lot too. So clearly, whichever class makes me laugh is whatever we're gonna play, right? Big Fish says, I've heard worse criteria for class selection. It's one of the reasons why I make a necromancer every season, but also chat jokes about spicy water balloons. That's what we call the boiling blood aspect. Because I hit things until they explode their blood, and then I run around giggling madly like I'm popping, bubble wrap. It's just bubble wrap that does massive damage. 8 out of you. I love this man's back muscle definition. And he had chat timer. It says spicy, spicy water balloons. I love that. Oh, and so these are my extra pets. The bright pink ones. These are mine. That wasn't enough of a pack to be able to, like, summon our friends. I gotta sacrifice 8 per extra demon. I can have up to 5. Unsealing device. Okay, so... Speak the words of the binding ritual and begin. So I love how he was like, oh, this one's gonna be different, and it was exactly the same. Fight the thing in the middle, hit the altar, tame the creature. Okay, so that got us a Mastermind Shard. Recast skills no longer break Shadow Form stealth at the cost of 2 stacks of Shadow Form per cast. While you have Shadow Form, Abyss skills deal 30% increased damage, and you gain 5% increased movement speed per stack. That's an abyssal thing. I am currently physical damage, so summons and my own power. So, that's fine. We're looking for girly pop pink. This is purple. 2. There's 3 quests and we got 4 spots. Okay. Belly of the Beast. Search for the demon Ae'grom in the brackish pans. Didn't we sacrifice Valloch earlier? You know what? The other demon might not have been... No, it was named. It was a familiar of Hattar. How are you here again? And there's an impaled corpse. Valloch, familiar of Hattar. Seems to have been waiting for you. It stares blankly into your eyes expectantly. Oh, and there was the corpse that I didn't touch because I touched the goat first. I can't tell who the corpse was. It was an impaled corpse, and I thought I needed to touch the goat first, but trace the pentagram. Yeah. Am I not doing a good job of this? No, I'm not. Go. Oh, am I supposed to trace it with the blood of the things I'm killing? Okay, that's a choice. Where's the rest of the blood? See, I'm hearing a noise. There we go. Oh. Hi. Hellwyrms and trails. So during Helltide, the goat just walks away. If this was our friend, I'm gonna be sad that I didn't click on him first. But so we've seen during Helltide, this will pop up and vomit demons on us. This is the most oh, it lights up when you hover your cursor over it. We can see down its gullet. Let's go say hi. It's a terrible idea, y'all. We are inside the Hellwyrm. I thought it was going to take us somewhere. No, it's just we're in it. Everything's wet. It's sticky. And far too pale for my liking. This is bacteria, y'all. Why is there hair? Vile child. Uncomfortable. Okay. And Valloch's here again. How many times does this goat show up? Cleanse the Hellwyrm entrails. I think I need to cleanse all of it. I need to kill everything here first. I think that's everything. Looking at chat, Big Fish Stream says it's a very special goat, and Jasper says we love belly time. I'm getting immediate flashbacks to which crystal tower was it with belly time? World of Darkness. Interact. Am I gonna sacrifice you? Yep, sacrificial dagger. I swear we killed this goat before. New shard unlocked, a legion. See, this is girly pop pink, so I think this counts under physical damage. Legion shard. Casting a greater demon skill increases lesser demon skill cast speed by 25% and cooldown rate by 20% for 10 seconds. When 200 of your lesser demons die, your next greater demon skill cast has no dominance cost. Grants the summon Ae'grom skill. I'm gonna select it from now, but I'm curious about what the Ritualist is. Spawn fragment. Ae'grom now passively spawns a vile child lesser demon every 0.5 seconds and deals 90% increased damage. Command Ae'grom no longer spews vile children and instead causes all your lesser demons to explode. Sacrificial fragment. You are unstoppable. And your demonology skills... I'm not doing... Well... Your demonology skills deal 50% increased damage as long as you have active lesser demon summons. When you would become crowd controlled, one of your lesser demon summons is sacrificed. I'm not killing people fast enough to have consistently tiny demons out all the time, but... tempting. Evisceration Fragment. When an enemy is eviscerated, your summoned demons prioritize them and gain 50% increased movement speed. Lesser demon skills gain a 2% chance to eviscerate enemies that are already eviscerated. We're going to take that one. Okay. So I'm tempted to see what that fourth one's going to be, because as soon as this friend died, Warlock Culmination of Ambition returned to Heretic's Sanctum. Okay. It'll actually be faster to go to Farabrew. Actually look at my skills, because they were like, oh, and this is a skill, and I'm like, was it? Skill assignment. How are you ranked 6 out of 15? Command Ae'grom. Command Valloch? The goat is gonna be the last one? Soul Shard skills bind demons from hell. Is this why Valloch kept appearing to be sacrificed? He's not a person. He's not a goat, actually. Sunny says, also the goat is fine. Yeah, he died, but haven't we all? Big Fish Stream said, just because you killed him doesn't mean he died. Jasper says, that's exactly where my mind went. I might trade my Sigil of Summons, my tiny demons, for Ae'grom. Because his cooldown's also 10 seconds. Let's try this. Nope. Sigil of Summons. Drop you. I want to make sure it'll even fit on my bar. Command Ae'grom. Okay, so what this means is I can take the points out of Sigil of Summons and pour them into other things. How do I put points into Command Ae'grom? Where are you? Ae'grom's not on here. How does he have 6 points? That's fine. Alright, so, Sigil of Summons, we're gonna remove these entirely. It gives me another 4 points. We're gonna look at Soul Shards. How do I do not understand how it's at rank 6 out of 15. It was keeping doing the light up thing of like you still gotta look at something here. Alright. This feels like I should be able to plug more points in. I would like Ae'grom to be even more dangerous. Sunny says, I love that the goat is the last summon. I really hope that it's just the goat, not like a big monster form. If it's physical damage, I'm gonna swap it out immediately. I will take the terrible goat. Okay, so since I cannot figure out where Ae'grom is for me to put points in him, we will put them into Fiend of Abodian temporarily. And then we'll pull points out and reassign them. Yeah, it's just assign skill, remove skill, not how do I upgrade? It might need me to finish the quest before I can access like an upgradable. Or it might also be related to my level. I'm only level 31 out of 70. My first time through anything, I do try to figure it out myself to see if it makes sense. If I get stuck, frustrated, or need to move on to something else, then I'll look it up. Because also with my ADHD, there are times that I'm looking right at the answer and I don't see it, and I'll notice it later when I'm doing the highlight reel. Alright, so summon Ae'grom has a 10-second cooldown. Oh, it's not even a 10-second cooldown, it's just 10 dominance? I swear it said a 10-second cooldown. That's fine. I'll spend 10 dominance. I've only got 30 though, so I can pull up a Rampage and Ae'grom. And Fiend of Abodian. Yeah, because Ae'grom vomits minions, and then Rampage can empower the minions he vomits. Let me make sure I'm reading this off correctly. First one's a summon, and then I think the second one, he spews vile children. Whereas if it took spawn fragment, he would then passively spawn them and causing all of them to explode instead. Okay. You can! Oh. Is it Archfiend? No. Yeah, Ae'grom's name isn't available, and so you can't type anything in to search. They give you selected keywords, and then you click on them. And when I had looked earlier, I didn't see anything that I thought made sense for that. But I appreciate the clarification. Alright, let us head to the Heretic Sanctum for Culmination of Ambition. And finding out that maybe our little goat is not just a little goat. We've sacrificed it 3 times and sacrificed someone once, and I still don't know if the someone we sacrificed was the person that Valloch belongs to or not. Because I clicked on the goat first, not the person, because I thought clicking the person would start the quest, but clicking the goat started the quest. Everybody's dead. And there are flesh threshers, so summons in the other room. Finger Mage. Y'all are just moving hands, huh? That's a terrible new model.
Will be tested.
My Fiend of Abodian is definitely talking more every time I summon it. Hate Priest Scion. Enter the fiery portal. So, Ae'grom is this terrible friend. It's like if someone gave the Hellwyrm arms and swords. And screaming. Search for Hattar. Hattar might not be having a good day, y'all. Hattar might be the main fight. This is how you get to Lilith. Usually.
I've done as you asked. Sacrificed everything. I've nothing left to give you.
The goat. He's talking to the goat.
Nothing.
Sir. So the goat men are Khazra stripped of their skin. Hattar is covered in blood, some of which may be his own. And the goat Valloch with no blood is what Hattar is talking to. Hattar, what have you done?
It has broken me. Its power will be mine only if I find a worthy sacrifice. There is no going back now. I have succumbed to the demon's will. The only way for me to know peace is to do as it asks. And I intend to.
Sir.
Know that if I fall here, my fate, the hell that I live, is your future. No! No! I cannot! Will not! No!
There's a very prolonged gargling. There's Valloch. We got to see him in more detail because my big guy was used on the first half of the fight. Shard unlocked a Ritualist. That's a new color. It's a fusion between Hellfire and Abyssal. Occult skills deal 3.5% increased damage per 1 stack of Overpower, gaining 10% increased size per 2 stacks of Overpower. With at least 4 stacks of Overpower, Occult Abyss skills apply 1 additional hex to enemies on hit, and Occult Hellfire skills have a 30% chance to grant volatility for 4 seconds when cast. So if you've seen any screenshots or art of a very large friend with its arms in an upright pillory that's not attached to anything, and a goat head, that is Valloch's true form. I'm gonna look at it. I'll call you right back. So Abyssal Fragment, your hexes stack up to a minimum of 4. And at that stage, 25% of your skill damage echoes after 4 seconds, removing all the stacks of hex. Command Valloch also causes Occult Abyss skills to apply an additional stack of hex to all enemies while you've siphoned its power. Scorching Fragment is Occult Hellfire. Occult Hellfire skills are always empowered, consuming 4% of your maximum life. What is with them and giving Warlocks masochism skills? Command Valloch also siphons its life to fortify you. Causes Valloch to pay 100% of life costs instead while you siphon its power. So he's still your sacrificial goat.